All right, here we go. Part two, game three against the Dodgers. Let's go.
Back here at the ballpark, and here is Giancarlo Stanton. Matt Brash will take over here.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
The outfield playing him to pull, with the center fielder positioned in that left center field gap. The wind of the pitch. 0-1. And it's 1-1. The wind to kick the pitch. That one missed.
That's the ball.
And down on strikes. And there's one down. A big first out here in the seventh via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. In there for strike one. The wind of the pitch. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Got him swinging. He swung over top of the curveball.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first two batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Profar
What?
stands in
Why?
now and watches strike one.
Well, as good
Why?
as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Next offering misses, and the count is 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two outs.
Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
A new arm into the game, the righty, J.P. Fireisen.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
And now the center fielder, Russell Pruitt. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offensive side for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
1 ball, no strike.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Righty to the plate. In the air, right field. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Kyle.
Here's the third baseman,
Farmer.
Kyle Farmer. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Bullpen activity starting up now. Daniel Hudson looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Next pitch off the plate. Now 2-0.
2-0.
Swings through that one.
2-1's the count.
And the righty deals. That one fouled off. 2-2. And a pitch. Next offering is outside.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
3-2. Payoff pitch. Flails at that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. I tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
Left field. Stant should have this one. And that is that. And 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They're up 2-0. Welcome back. We go to the eighth. Now at the plate, Santiago Espinal.
Santiago Espinal.
So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, A.J. Puck. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Number 35, A.J. Puck.
The pitch. There's a strike.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Here's your 1. Now 1-1.
That's a ball.
Line drive, base hit.
Well, just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Gavin Lux.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Runner at first with no outs here. Now a check swing, but he held up.
That's big right there, being able to check your swing. Think about the count swing. Instead of 0-2, he's sitting 1-1 against a really good arm.
And a pitch.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
2 balls, no strike.
Swing and a miss, and the count's even at 2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Got him! And now one away. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Known for his late inning heroics. Infielder shifted to the right. Shortstop just to the left of second. First offering misses the mark.
1-0.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. That one off the mark, and a count 2-1.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far. He doesn't look anxious at all.
Strike 2. And a pitch.
Count full.
Mookie Betts in the on-deck circle. Kicks and deals. Outside corner, got him looking. He can't believe it.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Now it's Mookie Betts.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. That one pushed foul. Next pitch is inside, and 1-1. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock, try to put something up on the board.
Next offering is fouled back.
See how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Want to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. So the Dodgers lead one. They trail things here 2-0. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the catcher, Caleb Hamilton.
The catcher, Caleb Hamilton.
The right-hander back to work. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
1 ball, no strikes.
Right-handed reliever in for a strike, and the count 1-1.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Righty delivers.
2-1.
And a foul ball. And down on strikes he goes. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
The batter, number 2.
Back to the top of the Seattle order. Nico Horner up next for the Mariners. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. That's down and in.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
The 1-0. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
The 1-2. Into center. Bellinger makes the grab.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
2 outs, base is empty. Ty France getting ready to hit.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just one shy of that milestone.
Swings through that one. 0-1.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Mariners are down in order, but they're on top 2-0. Back at T-Mobile Park, and now here is Trace Thompson.
Trace Thompson.
New pitcher for the Mariners, Andres Munoz.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Here comes a pitch. That misses. And it's 1-0. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. And there's one away.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync, and the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
And here's the catcher, Will Smith. Infield shifted to the pull side. First pitch just misses. And now 2-0.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Swings and misses.
2-1.
And that is strike one.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
The 3-1. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. That's off the mark, and that's ball one. The tying run at the plate. Pitch misses outside. 2-0.
2-0 count. Great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
The other way, and he beats the shift. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Here's Cody Bellinger.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Lined, and that's a base hit. In to score from third, and they trail by 1.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch. Really important at bat coming up now.
He's 2 outs away. Jurickson Profar will hit next, and time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. That one's in there, 0-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to whereas you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it, and not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
And now it's going to be Santiago Espinal. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
So 2 balls and no strikes.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
2-0.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
The 2-1. And that one fouled off. And the 2-2. Fly ball down the line. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. And that one a little bit high. Gavin Lux to bat next. Strike three, got him swinging. The tying and go-ahead runs are left aboard as this one is over.
Well, with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around, up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
And your final score here today, 2-1. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show,
There we
I'm
go.
John Shambi
Bye-bye.
saying